But no, I tell you, it was a great experience out there. You know, I did get an elk. I got a really nice, beautiful 6x6. I couldn't be any more happy or ecstatic. You know, being a rookie, just being a rookie out there, never been elk hunting before, and going out there on my second day, taking one and be able to take one home. So I'm pretty happy. I was going to be just happy and ecstatic if I could just see one, but you know, to have one happen. When I first saw him, there's a herd, so there's a mule, not a mule, so there's a cow elk that we were watching from a hillside, and they were around 500 yards away from us. And so we were going to try to get in position. Me and my buddy that had tags were going to try to get in position. He was going to go on the south side. I was going to go on the north side to get to a better position, which that's what we were doing. And I ended up going to the north side, and the elk came out bugling with the cows and stuff out in the open. And so that went from a 500 shot area down to being able to see him at 365 yards. So, which still not necessarily a close shot, but I double lunged him, perfect shot the first shot. He sit there, he looked head straight up. At first I was like, oh no, but he was hurt. My friend was watching him too, the third guy that didn't have a tag, and he was watching him, and he said, yeah, he was hurt good, but I went ahead and, just in case, I took another shot and again put it in perfect spot and got the elk, and it went right down right after that. So that was pretty awesome. I'm gonna go and raise my blade up here and back up. This is kind of a sharp turn here. But no, so I really enjoyed that hunt, and I tell you, if you go out there, make sure you got some good buddies that you're going with. It is a pretty grueling experience, to do. And what we did is it was a 45-degree slope on one side of the creek, and the other side we were dealing with blow-down trees, and we were weaving in and out of there, and that was a lot of hard work. And it took us 3 trips to get in. Line of sight was around 365 yards, but actual yardage of up and down the hills and weaving in and out of the blowdown, I'd say it's probably over 800 yards, maybe 1,000 yards, just because of, the distance down, and then going across the creek and staying with the creek a little bit and weaving in and out of trees. And it was pretty hard. It was pretty tough. And I'll tell you that, even all that CrossFit I did, which was great, and I'm glad I did it, I needed more work to be in shape because I was not fully in shape there. And so that was pretty tough. Now what we did is we got it all the way up to the trailhead, and at that trailhead we were still probably around 4.5 miles away from, or maybe more from, no, I said trailhead. We took it up to the trail, my apologies. We took it up to the trail from across the creek, and pretty far away up and down, and we got it hung up in trees up on the trail. And then we did reach out to a outfitter that we met when we first got there, and he came and got him on horseback and brought him all the way to trailhead to base camp for us. And so that was awesome. And even though that we did that work to get him to that short distance, that was pretty hard itself. I mean, I'm glad we did not have to take it all the way from back there where we shot it from all the way back to the base camp, because that would have been for sure a couple day task, multiple trips, probably another 3 trips, getting it there. And you're talking about probably throwing 150 pounds or more on your back, plus your pack, plus all the other camping supplies. So you're probably talking about 4 or 5 trips, depending on how many, if you got all your gear. We had a spike camp out around 2.5 miles out. We had a spike camp that had all of our tents, sleeping bags, sleeping pads, everything that you would need at a spike camp, some extra food and stuff like that. So it was a lot, even at that. But no, it was a great time. We enjoyed it. I've never done that before. Going through and doing a spike camp, having a base camp, that worked great. We stayed inside of our trailer at the base camp, which worked out really well. It was kind of tight, but it was well protected, and we brought a tent just in case, but we decided not to put the tent up. The tent was just a regular, more like a summer tent. It wasn't a walled tent that you would normally use out there in Colorado. But no, it was a great time and a great experience.